Hey, hi dear friends, welcome back to the Learn for Grow. This is Praveen. This is episode number 15 of Improve Vocabulary with recent news. The first news, Prashant Kishore predicts BJP third term with 300 plus seats, says Congress wouldn't reach 100 in Lok Sabha elections. Political strategist Prashant Kishore has forecasted a third consecutive term for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with the BJP securing over 300 seats in the ongoing Lok Sabha election. Kishore asserted that the Congress would not reach the three-figure marks, potentially remaining around their previous tally of 52 seats. He emphasized that if Congress were to exceeded 100 seats, the BJP chances of achieving 300 seats would diminish, which he considers unlikely. Kishore also mentioned that the BJP may gain additional seats from East and South regions, despite facing minor losses in the North and West. He referenced the political analyst Yogendra Yadav's more conservative esteem, which still predict a BJP-led NDA government with 275 to 300 seats. Kishore concluded that these numbers indicate the BJP-led NDA will continue to govern. Kejriwal rebukes Pakistan Minister for interference in India elections. We will not tolerate terrorism sponsorships. During the sixth phase of Lok Sabha election 2024, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal cast his vote and shared a post on social media urging citizens to vote. Former Pakistani Minister Fawad Hussain shared Kejriwal's post with a message promoting peace and harmony. In response, Kejriwal strongly criticized Hussain, stating that India does not need advice from a country sponsoring terrorism and that Pakistan should focus on its internal issues. Kejriwal emphasized that the India election are an internal matter and foreign interference will not be tolerated. Voting is currently underway in 58 constituencies across 6 states and 2 union territories, including all seats in the Delhi and Haryana. The final page of election will be on June 1st, with results announced on June 4th, 2024. PM Modi, chosen by God for a purpose, affirms commitment to duty and Varanasi's transformation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his conviction that he is divinely chosen for a specific purpose, dedicating himself entirely to this mission until it fulfilled. Modi, who is seeking a third term, emphasized that his duty is to ensure that the faith of supporters is not betrayed. He described his profound bond with Varanasi, likening it to a mother-son relationship, highlighting the emotional significance of the city in his life. Since becoming a member of parliament for Varanasi in 2014, Modi has spearheaded numerous projects aimed at the city of transformation. These initiatives include the beautification of ponds, the redevelopment of parks, and the creation of 3D urban digital map and database. His efforts have also focused on enhancing spiritual journey and public facilities, making Varanasi a model of heritage and development. Shreyas Iyer leads KKR to IPL final despite missing out on T20 World Cup squad. Despite not being selected for India's T20 World Cup squad, Shreyas Iyer has led Kolkata Knight Riders to the IPL 2024 final with his exponential captaincy and batting performance. Iyer played a crucial role in qualifier 1, scoring an unbeaten 58 runs of 24 balls, leading KKR to a comfortable win. KKR, having finished the league phase at the top of the table, will face Sunrisers Hyderabad in the final after SRH defeat Rajasthan Royals in qualifier 2. Iyer, who is KKR's third highest run scorer this session with 345 runs, emphasized his focus on the present and praised team mentor Gautam Gambhir for his strategic contributions. Gambhir and a two-time IPL champion with KKR has been instrumental guiding the team through the season. Post-poll scenario in India, potential realignment and power shifts expected after BJP's predicted victory. The post-election landscape in India is expected to be complex with potential for unexpected alliance and shift in power dynamics. The BJP's victory in 2024 election appears certain with two possible scenarios: a landslide victory or a more modest outcome. A landslide could lead to significant political realignment, while a smaller margin of victory would still likely to see the BJP forming the government with supporters from other parties. The unwavering faith of BJP supporters in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership plays a crucial role in the expectations. The strategic decision of Congress party and the dynamics within the India alliance are also pivotal. Some opposition parties like Trinamool Congress and Aam Aadmi Party have refrained from forming partnership, weakening the Congress position if the BJP secure a substantial number of seats. Smaller parties might join the alliance to secure their potential interest, potentially reshaping the post-poll scenario. Various influential leaders and parties such as Naveen Patnaik, Jagan Mohan Reddy, K. Chandrasekhar Rao and Mayawati could play significant role in the formation of alliance. The future of NDA coalition remains fluid with potential for both splintering and strengthening depending on the election outcomes. The June 4 election result will be crucial in determining the political landscape and the future of India alliance and the BJP. These all are the news we have taken today. Let's move into the vocabulary. Here the first vocab we have taken forecasted, and the meaning of forecasted: to predict or estimate a future event or trend. Right, and here the meaning in Kannada, forecast means bhavishyavani madu. Alright, I hope it was clear. And the example here taken, the weather service forecasted heavy rain for the weekend. This is the example. Like that only we have taken in Kannada also, ಹವಾಮಾನ ಸೇವೆಯ ವಾರಾಂತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರಿ ಮಳೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವಾಣಿ ಮಾಡಿತು. Let's move into the next one. Consecutive. This is the adjective, and here the meaning: following continuous in unbroken or legal sequence. And the Kannada meaning here, hanchike. Consecutive means the meaning in hanchike, right? And here the example we have taken: she won the championship for 3 consecutive years. Alright, and like that only in Kannada, ಅವಳು 3 ಹಂಚಿಕೆಯ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಗೆದ್ದಳು. The next vocab is diminish. This is the verb, and here the meaning: to make or become less. Alright, and in Kannada the meaning ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡು. Diminish means ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡು, right? And example: the population of the engaged species has continued to diminish. And here the example in Kannada, ಅಪಾಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಕಡಿಮೆಯಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. Alright. Next one, asserted. The meaning to state a fact or belief confident and forcefully. And in Kannada, meaning ಖಚಿತಪಡಿಸು. Alright. The example here we have taken, the lawyer asserted that his client was innocent. Like that only here we have taken in Kannada example, ವಕೀಲರು ತಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರ ನಿರಪರಾಧಿ ಎಂದು ಖಚಿತಪಡಿಸಿದರು. Vice versa, esteem. And here the meaning, an appropriate calculation or judgment of the value, number, quantity or extent of something. And in meaning in Kannada, andaju. Alright. And the example, the repairman gave an estimate of cost to fix the roof. And here the meaning in Kannada, a worker ಮಾಲಿಗೆ ನಾಯಿಯ ವೆಚ್ಚದ ಅಂದಾಜು ಕೊಟ್ಟನು. I hope it was clear. Let's heading to the next vocabs. Rebuks. Rebuks, the meaning express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. And here the meaning in Kannada, ತಿರಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. Right? And in example, the teacher rebukes the student for not completing his homework. Like that in Kannada, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯನ್ನು ಅವನ ಗೃಹ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ಣಗೊಳಿಸದಿರುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ತಿರಸ್ಕರಿಸಿದನು. Alright. The next one is interference. And here meaning the action of interference, interfering or the process of being interfered with. Here the meaning in Kannada interference means ಹಸ್ತಕ್ಷೇಪ. Alright. And example, the referee warned the player against interference during the game. And here in Kannada, referee ಆಟದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಸ್ತಕ್ಷೇಪದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಆಟಗಾರರಿಗಾಗಿ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದನು. The next is sponsors. A person or organization that provides fund for a project or activity carried out by another. In Kannada, meaning ಪ್ರಾಯೋಜಕರು. Like that we have taken an example here. The event was made possible by several sponsors who provided financial support. Here in Kannada, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಹಣಕಾಸು ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ ಅನೇಕ ಪ್ರಾಯೋಜಕರಿಂದ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಯಿತು. I hope it was clear. And the next vocab is extremism. Means the holding of extreme political or religious views. Here the meaning in Kannada, ಅತಿರೇಕ. Let's have an example here. The government is taking steps to combat extremism in the country. Like that in Kannada, ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅತಿರೇಕವನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸಲು ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿದೆ. The next one is dictatorship. This is the noun and the meaning here, a form of government in which a ruler or small clique wield absolute power, means not restricted by a constitution or laws. Here in Kannada, ಆಡಳಿತ ಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ. And the example, the country has been under dictatorship for decades. In Kannada, ದೇಶವು ದಶಕಗಳಿಂದ ಆಡಳಿತ ಪ್ರಭುತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Let's heading to the next vocab. Here, convinced. This is the adjective and their meaning completely certain about something. Right? ಖಚಿತವಾಗಿದೆ. Convinced means ಖಚಿತವಾಗಿದೆ. And here the example, she was convinced that she had made the right decision. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಅವಳು ತಾನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಎಂದು ಖಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಳು. I hope it is clear. Let's heading to the next one. Dedicated. Dedicated means devote time, means effort or oneself to a particular task or purpose. Here the meaning in Kannada, samarpisu, and here the example, he dedicated his life to help others. And the meaning, the example in Kannada, ಅವನು ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಇತರರ ಸಹಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. The next one is purpose. The meaning, the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. Alright. The next in Kannada meaning, Kannada uddesha. Okay. And here the example, the purpose of the meeting is to discuss the new project. In Kannada, ಸಭೆಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಹೊಸ ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ಚರ್ಚಿಸುವುದು. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ vocab. Rejuvenation. Okay, and here the meaning, the action or process of making someone or something look or feel better, younger or more vital. And in Kannada, punarchedana means puna chetana. Okay, and here the example, the park underwent rejuvenation to attract more visitors. And in Kannada meaning, in Kannada example, ಉದ್ಯಾನವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಭೇಟಿಗಾರರನ್ನು ಆಕರ್ಷಿಸಲು ಪುನಶ್ಚೇತನಗೊಳಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. The next one, heritage means property that is or may be inherited or inheritance, means parampare. And here the example, the city is known for its rich culture heritage. In Kannada meaning, ನಗರವು ತನ್ನ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಪರಂಪರೆಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ. The next vocab is exceptional. This is the adjective, unusual, good or outstanding. And in Kannada, asadharana. And the example, she did an exceptional job on the project. And in Kannada, ಅವಳು ಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಾಧಾರಣ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದರು. I hope it was clear. The next one is unbeaten, not defeated or surpassed, undefeated. In Kannada, the meaning solada. And here the example, the team remained unbeaten throughout the tournament. In Kannada, ತಂಡವು ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸೋಲದ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು. Alright. The next one is crucial, decisive or critical, especially in success or failure of something. In Kannada, nirnayaka. And the example here, the manager played a crucial role in the company's success. And here the meaning in Kannada, ನಿರ್ವಾಹಕರು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಯಶಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಣಾಯಕ ಪಾತ್ರ ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. The next one is strategic, relating to the identification of long-term or overall aims and interest and the meaning of achieving them. Kannada, tantradyani. Here the example, they made a strategic decision to expand the business. And here the in Kannada example, ಅವರು ವ್ಯವಹಾರವನ್ನು ವಿಸ್ತರಿಸಲು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಿ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡರು. The next one is momentum. Right, this is the noun. And here the meaning, the impetus gained by a moving object, the impetus or driving force gained by the development of a process of a course event. Means momentum means chalane. Here the example, the team gained momentum after winning the first match. In Kannada meaning, ಮೊದಲ ಪಂದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಗೆದ್ದ ನಂತರ ತಂಡವು ಚಲನೆಯನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿತು. I hope it was clear. Let's heading to the next one. Dichotomy means a division or contrast between two things that are represented as being opposed or entirely different. Means dvaitya, meaning in Kannada dvaitya. Example, the dichotomy between the rich and the poor is becoming more pronounced. And here in Kannada, ಶ್ರೀಮಂತ ಮತ್ತು ದರಿದ್ರರ ನಡುವಿನ ದ್ವೈತ್ಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಖರವಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. It was clear. Realignment means the action of changing or restoring something to a different or form, position or state. ಮರುಹೊಂದಿಕೆ. Okay. The company is undergoing a major realignment to improve efficiency. And here in Kannada, ಕಂಪನಿ ದಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ಸುಧಾರಿಸಲು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಮರುಹೊಂದಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ. Unwavering, steady or resolute, not wavering. Here Achala, right? She had unwavering support for his team. In Kannada, ಆಕೆ ತನ್ನ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಚಲ ಬೆಂಬಲ ನೀಡಿದರು. Implication, a conclusion that can be drawn from something although it is not explicitly stated. Okay, means paryayartha. The implication of the new policy is that more people will have access to healthcare. In Kannada, ಹೊಸ ನೀತಿಯ ಪರ್ಯಾರ್ಥವೆಂದರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯಲು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. And the next vocab is splinter. What this is that? To break or cause to break into small sharp fragments. ಚೂರುಗಳು in Kannada meaning. The example, the group splintered into several small factions, right? In Kannada, ಗುಂಪು ಹಲವಾರು ಸಣ್ಣ ಬಣ್ಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚೂರುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. This is the vocab. I hope the all 25 vocab I have given clear meaning as well as meaning in Kannada with and also with example for both English and Kannada. I hope it was very helpful for you to improve your vocab skill. And first of all, thank you so much guys for supporting and watching. Thanks so much once again. Let's meet in the next video.